you guys and gals. Hello, hello, how you doing? Brothers, sisters, I appreciate you. Let's go. Thank you for hitting that play button. What's good? What is good today? Yes. All right. Turn it up time. I need to do some mod stuff quickly. Never enough time. Just never enough time, guys, you know? Let's see. Bear with me, guys. If you're watching this when I'm not live, the greatest thing about YouTube, you can skip forward to the good parts. Let's go! Not that I need all this stuff, but I need to kind of wake up my chat bot here, hopefully. We'll see. While we're doing this, guys, okay? Honestly, I don't know how this could be a half an hour video. I don't know, guys. So we're going to kind of go into more detail, I guess, more in depth. Yeah, that's it. Setting up textures and materials in Unity, guys. I know there's Unity has their own videos as well. So this is just kind of an add-on to that. I will post the links for you guys and gals as well. Okay, trying to hurry here. What's good anyways? How's your day going? You have a good day? I hope so. Almost done, I hope. There we go. Stream elements. Hello. It's keywords, I think. That's why I usually do this. Keywords that go in the chat kind of wake the stream elements up. It's sort of how it works. Keywords, guys. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Much love to those of you who've been putting in comments and giving me some ideas and such. I'm going to get to it, I promise. I absolutely promise. I'm working on it. You gotta believe me. I am working it. I'm working to that direction. Okay? You can't just do this. This here. You can't just do this and expect the magic to happen. You gotta make the magic happen. You can't just twinkle your nose, guys. It's not how it works. Let's go. All right, throwing it out there for you subscribers. Let's begin. This is for you subscribers and viewers of the channel as well. Appreciate you for the views. Truly do. This is for you guys and gals. Let's turn it up. Yeah, that's right. That's for you brothers and sisters here in YouTube land, showing the love to the WhiskeyTango coding channel. I am Johnny, and I appreciate you being here. Let's go. Turn it up, yeah. Okay. Quick check of the stream, and then we're gonna get going. I promise. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. We're good. Sounds like we're good. It's weird. That really bugs something. That's something that really kind of triggers me a little bit. I go to check the stream and my cursor is literally glued to the volume button. What's up with that? God. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's go. All right, we're going to get into this. There are going to be some links for you guys and gals to check out. Unity documentation, couple of videos and such. All in regards to materials. Okay. Introduction to materials. Well, what are materials? Hold up, guys. Excuse me. To draw something in Unity, you must provide information that describes its shape and information that describes the appearance of its surface. You use meshes to describe shapes, right? And materials to describe the appearance of the surface, right? Or the surfaces. Materials and shaders are closely linked. Okay, you always use materials with shaders. Okay, render pipeline capability. You can use materials in all, let's see, I know 3. Custom, oh yeah, you could do your own custom scriptable render pipeline as well, SRPs. Correct, yeah, that's true, you can, I've heard that. So the main common 3 utilized when you're creating you're a game dev, you're a creator, you're creating your own game that you want to release and such. Of course, you're going to want to use game objects, materials, objects, and shaders. You know, they all kind of work together to give the end user a visual. They need something, right? Something to see. Otherwise, you're just going to have nothing, right? How many people are going to buy your game of nothingness? There's a game idea right there. All right, so the main 3, URP, the original built-in render pipeline, and the high definition render pipeline, HDRP. So, and then you also have your custom scriptable render pipeline, SRPs. Okay, it's all compatibility with all of those 4 render pipelines. Okay, material fundamentals. A material contains a reference to a shader object. If that shader, we're gonna go into Unity here. I already got something set up for a visual for you guys and gals. As a matter of fact, I'm not so unprepared. I'm prepared but unprepared. I meant to do something else before the stream, but of course I just wanted to get right into this, so that never happened. Again, a lot of you guys, some of you, not a lot of you, have been wanting me to put out videos, which is great. I honestly appreciate you giving me a little nudge. That's 100% awesome of you. And with the content ideas as well. So I have been working, grinding, and getting things together for you, right? I am going to fulfill your request, okay? I promise. So, of course, yeah, I'm just going to move forward. I'm just going to ignore. I forgot to do something else, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. I need to get over it. A material contains a reference to a shader object. If that shader object defines material properties, then the material can also contain data such as colors or references to textures. Okay, little note, guys. Okay, you'll hear the term materials and you'll hear the term textures. Textures and materials are 2 separate entities. Okay, I just look at it like that. Okay, they're 2 separate entities. Okay, they work together to make to see for a visual of a game object. They do together they make the visual happen, right? Okay, so this is part of, you know, Unity documentation. I don't really need to go into it more, but you could get into talking about, and even textures too, right? Getting started with textures. Learn about how textures provide the fine detail of a surface and how different features use textures. So here's how you look at materials and textures, guys. It's real simple. Materials, well, just think color. That's all you're seeing is a color. Really, it's just a color. Well, it could be, you know, other things, but for the most part, it's just a color visual. Textures are like an image. Essentially, like, for example, a brick wall. A texture is basically a sprite or a tile set, in that sense, and it gives you, as a, you know, end user of a game, a visual, right? So that's the difference. One kind of is for colors, materials for colors, and textures for that visual of, you know, what object are you looking at, right? We look at objects based on textures. You look at a brick wall and you know that's a brick wall texture, right? And of course brick walls have colors, so therefore we attach a material to it, which is the color, right? Hopefully that helps kind of separate the two. Distractions. So there's that. Okay, hold up, guys, I'm not sure what's going on outside. I have to literally put a on air sign on my door or something. Hold up. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Whatever it is, they can wait. Okay, so what else do we have? Let's talk a little bit more about it. Okay, like I'm gonna bring up maybe something for an example here. Okay, I'm just gonna go like this. Yeah, I was putting this together as well. Like, I just, you know, I've been trying to get stuff done. I'm not getting things done and I'm rushing through this. So this is kind of a rushed video, guys. I apologize for that. Right? The fans are getting impatient. Okay? So, and TikTok it's getting late in the day and I need to go shopping, and I'm planning on also streaming again, hoping. We'll see. Okay, let's see, default material. So if I go to here, we're looking at textures right now, but we're looking at some materials. These materials I kind of dragged and dropped in from prior projects. For example, the first person shooter or starter packs, third person starter packs, right? If you would like a video on how to drag and drop materials and models and textures and prefabs from another project and do it in such a way that you don't have any errors, ask me for that video. I'll put that together for you as well. Okay, that's not what this video is about, but that's what I've done. Okay. So looking at, here we go. Let's look at one here. Okay, you get a nice little preview of it, of the color. These ones I haven't created, but I'm going to show you guys how to create your own materials, okay, in this video. So sit back, relax. Okay, this isn't a 5-minute video for those that, you know, have the patience of I don't know, patience of something that has no patience. So you're going to be learning more, okay, watching this. All right, trust. You can't learn anything from a 5-minute video. All right, just letting you know. Okay, you know this, right? You're smart. Okay, default materials uses the standard shader. All new materials created will use the standard. Wow, my typing's just brutal. Standard shader as well. My notes. Okay, use standard for the metallic approach. Okay, so that's what we have here. So right here, this is it. Okay, bringing up shaders. I'm using the word shaders. Let's talk about shaders briefly and quickly. Shaders. Resources for using or writing programs that run on the GPU to control the appearance of the objects in a scene. Okay, introduction to shaders. In Unity, shaders are divided into 3 broad categories. You use each category for different things and work, okay? I hope that kind of gave you a terminology. The terminology around shaders can be confusing. People commonly use the word shader to mean different things, okay? Shader or shader program, a program that runs on a GPU. Unless otherwise specified, this means shader programs that are part of the graphics pipeline or render pipeline, okay? There will be a link to this for you guys, Unity documentation. You can click the textures. It's all under materials and shaders. Textures, shaders, and materials, okay? I'm going to read a little bit just to give you kind of an idea, right? Just so you have a general idea of what we're talking about. And then you can kind of read it and look at it and research it later. Shaders that are part of the graphics pipeline are the most common type of shader. They perform calculations that determine the color of pixels on the screen, okay? In Unity, you usually work with this type of shader by using shader objects, okay? I'm going to leave it at that. So you have what's we're using here is the standard shader, okay? Let's see, I'm going to get into some more detail, but we're going to read a little bit, okay? In this pull down, there's actually more, okay? The standard shader, just think with the standard shader, just think metallic objects, okay? Just correlate the two in your head. Okay, so use standard for the metallic approach. Opaque is the default render mode, okay? Opaque. Default render mode. There's 4 other render modes, and I'll talk about them briefly, okay? Just quickly. Again, I'll have links to the video that kind of go into this a little bit more in depth. But I just want to kind of reiterate in the sense so that we're kind of on the same page here if you watch them videos as well. Okay, transparent is for glass objects. Okay, just think that. Obviously, we know what transparent means. Cutout is used to mask out part of a texture. So in their video, you had a brick wall and there was a section of the brick wall that was cut out. Essentially had a different color to that sense. It was almost like, think of somebody that built a brick wall and they ran out of bricks, so they used a set of different color bricks in a section. Really, that's what cutout is. And the 0 to 1, I think you can cut out, like you have these sliders, right? 0 to 1. And the slider will determine the size of your cutout, okay? Fade is used for fading out game objects on the screen. So fade will actually literally fade out a game object. Just what you're seeing here visually, right? These are game objects, guys. I threw this together for you guys just for a video. We're gonna actually apply some materials in that. I meant to create more objects, but I guess I'll just kind of do that while we're doing it at the same time. So, okay. Let's get back on track. this is kind of a more intensive video on how to do materials and textures, guys. Okay. All right. Hopefully, I could do my best for you. All right. So with transparent, the alpha. So if you talk about colors, you have an alpha level. Okay. So not only is there an RGB value, but there's also an alpha level. Okay, I believe I really don't want to mess with this. I'm not really changing anything there. You don't see anything visually there, but I left it. I don't want to mess with it. Just trying to think. The alpha level will make something go, I think, invisible. Basically, it's like going from seeing it to invisible, right? In the sense. Normally, I don't play around with the alpha levels when I'm actually creating materials and such. So I just usually put in the RGB values and the or it's not and or, it's actually or, so it's RGB values or the hexadecimal value. You could enter these three values or you could paste the hexadecimal. Okay, it's an or thing, not a both thing. Okay, so for transparent, the alpha level controls the level of transparency. Oh, there it is. There's the answer. I kind of said that. For cutoff, yeah, alpha cutoff determines the size of the cutout. And with fade, right? With fade, will make purely invisible. Will make it'll make an object fade to invisible, essentially. Unlike transparent, where which in the video it says which will preserve its reflectivity regardless of its alpha value. So essentially, fade will make the image totally fully disappear. You won't even see it at all. But with transparent, it'll look like you'll see kind of like a hologram. That's the best example I could give you. You would still see like a hologram type image, if that's the right word, but it would be transparent, right? You would still see the outline of the object. Okay, that's the difference. And then with specular, so for standard, think metallic. And then we have this, if you click, oh, good or English. If you click down here, you can also select specular setup. Okay, so that's why I said when you click standard, just think metallic. And if you want to use like objects that have a glassy or like a mirror effect, like it actually reflects, it would be a mirror effect. So imagine this sphere having a glass mirror on it. You would actually see, objects around it, surrounding it. So there you go. That's the difference. Okay, metallic, mirror, metallic, mirror, metallic, mirror. Right? Just to use the KISS method, right? Keep it simple, Stuart. I'm using that now. Quick drink. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. We're not going anywhere yet, guys. We're still staying. I'm trying to remain focused here and do a decent video for you guys. Okay? All right. So, and then you have, okay, so we have properties, right? Let's see, hold up. So let's click an object. I didn't want to over confuse you here. We'll just click a cylinder that I put in. Okay. So with the cylinder, you have materials here. Okay. So when you see default material, that automatically tells you and myself that we're using the standard shader. Okay. Default material. this is basically the default, the standard. Okay, so if you see default material, that's the standard shader. All right. Essentially, it's just using, with the default, it's just a white, right? I imagine what is the RGB for white? It's all zeros, I think, if I'm right. Let's see. We don't have that in here. We'd have to see, because we could actually click this radio button, and I think we can look at it. Let's go all materials, defaults. I'm using the built-in render pipeline, guys. Oh, excuse me. Default render pipeline, because there's no sense upgrading just for something like this, right? I don't have a default. Anyways, the defaults are kind of hidden. They're locked out. You really can't do much to them. You can't even, I mean, you can click edit and it takes you to this. There's not much you can do. Okay, you really can't mess with it anyways. And why would you want to anyways? You can create your own materials, guys. Okay. All right. So going back to this. Okay, so what I did is I created a cylinder. Oh, that's our character. Well, it's not our character actually. This is supposed to be our character. I'm gonna be, you guys will be seeing this scene again. Okay. Where'd you go? Where are you? Oh, I picked the wrong one. I'm going to do some more with this world that we're looking at right now, guys. So yeah, capsule. That's what I wanted. Where is? All right, it's over here. There we go. Hello. Okay. My properties. I got that written down. I'm just doing that just for our player because we're actually going to be using this as our player. It's going to be the capsule player. This is going to be our player. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Player elevation. I've just got some values here I'm going to put in quickly. I try to do all the prep work here ahead of time. Rotation scale. I don't know why I did that. This is way quicker. There we go. Boom. Okay. There's our player. Okay. And those are the values. Alright, good. And I'm actually going to get rid of this. So I didn't mean to get into it. Actually, I'm going to save that for the video. Okay, I'm going to ignore that for now. I'm going to save that for the next video. Okay, guys? Alright, so it has also, again, using the standard shader default material, which is, I'm assuming it's just white, straight white. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to get into this. Okay. All right. All properties not being used. All right. I guess I'll just click material. Right. So these are the properties. Okay. Part of main maps. It's called. Main maps defines the look of the material. Okay. So when we say material, again, think color. Now these little square boxes here, they're for the texture. That's what these are for textures. Okay, again, materials and textures are two different entities. Textures are like sprites, tile sets. Okay, materials are the colors, so we can assign a color to our preview sphere, if you will. I don't know, I can't say that word, but whatevs, who cares? So yeah, and if we look through all of them, these are kind of all the default values. this one here, I didn't change it, I hope. But you'll notice that they use 0.477. Reflections on some of them are on or off, just depending on what you want, right? Well, these are these are nice. I like dragging and dropping these in too. They got kind of a tile, so they might have a texture as well, right? As a matter of fact. Pro Builder, this is part of Pro Builder. I don't know if you guys, I'll just show you quickly. What am I using here? I'm using, in case you're asking, I'll show you. Pro Builder version 5.2.3. Okay, it's kind of nice because you can, and it's Unity Technologies, so you're fine. You'll be safe using it, guys. Okay. It's by Unity Technologies. Again, it's for different shapes. You can have more shapes, right? The standard when you're working with Unity, you have. Oh goodness gracious, Sally on Sundays, right? Right click, create empty. You could have. We're obviously the 3D environment, so. These are the shapes that you could also create here, right? Okay, cube, sphere, capsule. So that's what these are, essentially, what I created here. From the playground, Unity's playground, I've dragged and dropped some of the prefab objects that they have and their materials as well, as you can see, okay? Now the environment you see here that I'm using, it looks like this because, well, I'm using also their warm skybox. Okay, that's how you get this warm kind of feeling effect. It's all cuddly, cozy, warm, and it's so nice. All right. Okay, let's continue. Okay, with the standard shader, two important things happen. Okay, so like runtime. All right. All properties are not being used. All properties not being used are discarded. Okay, here. Okay, so if you're not using any of this, none of this will be rendered or run. It'd be ignored. Okay, so why is it? Well, let's explain. The build target is checked, so it goes through a build process, and then the shader, is optimized for that device or object or whatever. So essentially, when you run the program, things are rendering and such, things are happening in the background. Some of these properties are which makes sense. It's smart. They get the program gets run, and if none of these are utilized, well, they're just ignored, right? So less computations, okay, which equals better flow of your game, less lag, and plus time, right? Takes longer to render more stuff, okay? So essentially, it avoids wasting resources, right? So by adding more materials and properties, right, you will make the shader more, you essentially, it'll be more computationally expensive and longer to render. Okay, each property can be defined by texture map. Okay, texture map again would be like a visual image of a brick wall, for example. So these are, just to even say that, right, with this Pro Builder, this wall here is actually a sprite. So that's why I like the Pro Builder, because you could actually attach an image to this wall. So actually right now I have a texture on this wall. Okay, that's an actual texture from the playground. Okay, And because of lighting, these two are actually the same color. Okay, yeah. Blow your mind. But yeah, that's called leveling up from 2D to 3D thinking. Okay? It's the same wall, it's just lighting. Lighting gives you that changing color effect, right? We got shadowing going on here too, right? If you haven't noticed. Shadowing, right? Depends on which angle and that you set up your directional light. Okay? So that can change. Alright, back into this. Alright, I know it's just a little more information. You got to get into the information part of it, right? That's how we get better, guys. Alright? So each property can be defined by a texture map, which kind of goes in here, right? I haven't really done many of these, but I understand that you can put a texture in there, right? You can click this. I actually have, you know, if I click the texture, the little radio button, it's hard to see, but there's a radio button there. And I don't have many textures, so I really can't show you the best example, but I guess essentially we could change, if I attach this texture, we could change, did I actually assign it? I don't know. Oh, I did too, it looks like. I didn't mean to, because I'm just going like that, none. Right, base map, oof. Is that right? No, that's wrong. None. Okay, which texture am I on right now? Blue matte. Okay, I'm not even in my... Go here. Yeah, there. Yeah, okay, that's correct. All right. I don't want to mess things up because it has no texture, right? I could add a texture to it. That's how this is done, guys. Okay? That's how this is done. It's the same thing. And you can change the color of the texture. I guess I just wanted to show you how to add more materials and such before we even get into doing that. That's why I'm talking about it, but I'm kind of avoiding doing it at the same time. Okay, albedo, metallic, and emission properties. The texture is optional. 1, 2, 3. So you don't need it. You could go without anything. Just like this, there's no texture. It's just, again, it only has a material. That's why I say think color. Okay? When we're talking about a material. I guess a material without a texture, right? Is a way to look at it. Okay? So, again, it doesn't need a texture. You could just have a flat, plain color. Whether it's... And the thing you could do with this is change it to whether it looks dull or shiny. Or a mirror effect. Or whatever. Glossy. Whatever you decide. Right? Whether it has reflections or not. Right? You can see a slight change in it based on me checking it on or off. Right? Play with it a little bit, guys. Create your own materials. I'll show you how to do that. And you can kind of mess around. Create your own materials and that. Now, in regards to textures, I think that's where you have to kind of get into working with Krita and creating your own tile sets. Maybe... I could be wrong. I'm assuming that's how textures are made. Just looking at this, that's what it's telling me, right? Yeah. Okay, it's 1024 by 1024 pixels. Okay, again, Krita, you would create that. You could easily create that. I've actually started doing those kind of things. Man, I really could go wild with this stuff. So this is another level of way of doing things, right? That's how we're getting this background. Now, there's different software for creating you know, there's Photoshop and whatever, creating your own sprites or tile maps, right? You can do this. I'm gonna hire digital artists to do this kind of stuff for me. Like, I have nothing but respect to those guys and gals that have the patience. They just have better talent at creating art than I do. I'm not an artistic. I'm a technical guy. You know, we all have our strengths and weaknesses, guys. I try my best to explain and show and help you guys out and teach and learn. So I do my best. Right? I got this technical part down. Okay, let's carry on. All right, so the color value is not available on emission property until the emissive scale is larger. So what that means is, if I click this, we're going to create some colors. I don't want to mess with it too much, but right here, I think there's actual value you can put in. So now the video I was watching that said this, of course, you know, things get changed and updated. I mean, the video was a 9-year-old video, and that's okay. I still learned from it. There was still information, but you could have a slider. There was a slider at that time. Now here, I don't know what's going to happen actually. Yeah, so you have to actually have a value higher than 0. Okay. Again, the links in the for Unity documentation will give you more information on this. Okay. It has to be higher than 0. Well, mind you, we check marked it for it to kind of take effect. But emission's another thing. Okay. Just things you can play around with and test. You might have a certain look you want, right? Depends on the object you're working with, right? So many things you could do. Albedo with a texture. Okay, again, I just dragged and I kind of dragged in. I didn't really drag and drop one in. I just selected one. But you could do that too. You could like literally go to your textures and then just drag it and drop it right in there. So it's another way of doing it. Okay, I don't try not to mess with that color or change it up. Trying to keep it original. Okay, the color value will tint the texture. Okay, that's, yeah. So like if you actually dragged and dropped the texture in there, you select the color value, you could just move this around and change the color of that texture, i.e. the brick wall, right? We could change it from brown bricks to red bricks. Of course, you're gonna have to take this and go into the red area. This determines what color, and I believe this is all hue and saturation. Right, just based on messing around a little bit. For me, I like to just go hexadecimal value, done. Again, that's another art and science all in itself, especially if you're, you know, into doing pixel art or whatever, getting the hue and saturation and having the, yeah, that should be a course on itself, literally. Okay, so if there's no texture, the tint value will be the base color for the material, which is obviously what you're seeing here, right? That's what that means. Essentially, if there's no texture, well, what you're seeing is the base color, right? And we're going to create some base colors. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to create your own materials. I didn't want to drag and drop too many in here, guys, right? I wanted to, because we're going to create our own. Okay, let's see what else. So we're going to create some. Awesome. The less smooth a surface is, so you can change the smoothness, right? The less smooth a surface is, the more diffuse the reflections will be. So basically, let's say light comes in and hits an object, right? it'll deflect in like different angles. Light rays will deflect in like numerous different angles or whatever, right? For example, if the object has a higher smoothness, the reflection will be direct, and it'll be one like a laser beam just bouncing off of it, right? Instead of many laser beams bouncing off of it, you only have one laser beam. Does that make sense? I hope so. I don't have a visual for you guys. Again, that video I'll put in the comments gives you a better visual. Okay? Metallic texture uses a simple shade of gray. Okay, yeah. So that's the other thing you could do. That's part of the video. So you could actually drag and drop two. You could have more than one texture. Okay, have a base texture and a metallic texture. Right, and you kind of combine the two to give like a better visual for the game object or object that you're creating. Okay, check out that video. It's titled, I believe, yeah, Unity 5 graphics, the standard shader. Okay, it's an older video, but I mean, shaders are shaders and textures are textures. That hasn't changed. Okay, but yeah, they have like a sample parachute bag, and it's actually pretty good. Gives you a good visual. So again, you could have more than, you could drag and drop a texture in here and in here, and then yeah, kind of have a better look, a more realistic, better look with your whatever you're trying to get, right? Anything else I could talk about? And then we're just gonna, I'm almost done with the reading and stuff. I know it's all the boring technical, it's kind of technical, but you know, we have to, let's get a good understanding of what we're doing here, right? Instead of, here you go, here's how to type letters on the keyboard, and here's how to make words. I'm gonna type a word, and here, and you just click this. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. It's my sarcasm, guys. It's all good. I'm gonna have to try to get, I can actually, I think. I have just found, like, I'm gonna do a separate video on that. Merging textures. Today's video is gonna be about kind of creating your own materials. We're getting, Kelly Clarkson, help me out, please! We're gonna get we're getting a better idea. What is a material? What is a texture? What are all these little things here? You know, what do all these words mean? Right? We're talking a little bit briefly about it, but we're not going too crazy in depth into it. And then I'll do a video on kind of, I don't have any unique game objects or anything special other than cylinders and capsules and rectangles and spheres. Nothing more than that. I don't have Unity's awesome library of objects, right? I wish I had access to that. But that's okay. That's okay. You have to learn to create your own meshes and objects. And that's another video entirely. All right. I think that's it. Okay. So yeah, here's something quickly. Okay, so so this is called a magenta error. You'll see these again. I'm using the built-in render pipeline, guys. Now this came in from the the Pro Builder. Okay, that's where it came from. I can't do anything to these; they're hidden. Okay. And they're locked. I've even went into packages and I checked it out in packages. There's nothing I could do to them, right? So you kind of have to just ignore them. Stuff like this kind of bothers me because I want everything to be, you know, like perfect. I know. But you have to learn to kind of fight that perfect. You have to resist it. Learn to resist it. Just ignore. All right. Okay, let's get into this. Let's start creating some materials. Okay, so what you do, so I have, you know, assets. I created an environment folder. I have an art folder. These are common folders you'll see. Just going consistent kind of with the way the industry does it, with file system naming conventions. And then materials. Okay, create material. All right, there. So our first one, I'm gonna do, this is gonna be part of the Pico 8 default. I don't need to do black. Black's all zeros. Oh yeah, it's white, that's 255, 255, 255. Okay, we're gonna do dark blue. I guess I could have created a separate folder, but whatever. Dark blue. I'm just gonna go matte. Okay, good enough. All right, there. So when you do that, when you actually create that, guys, you're gonna end up with the standard shader and obviously the default color. Where was that when we looked at that? Right, cylinder, right? Default material. Okay, same thing. Okay, so there are values that you can change if you like. You can tweak and adjust these values. For consistency reasons, I'm just gonna, where did I put that now? There it is. Okay, smoothness and the offset, which we really haven't talked about. There. So now that's done. Now we just got to put in our RGB value. So yeah, okay guys, quickly, I've done a bunch of videos on color schemes and such, so just hold up. Let's see if I can find the website here first. Yeah, here it is. Okay, this isn't gonna work. RGB for blue, color meanings. Color meanings. There. I'm just trying to find. Goodness gracious, Sally on Sundays! RGB for blue, color meanings. I didn't finish typing it because I'm trying to rush here. .com. Oh, I didn't even type blue properly. Unbelievable. Okay, here. What? What the California? Finally. Jeez Louise. Okay, there. Color meanings. Alright, so if you want specific colors. Oh boy. Okay, let's just move forward. We're good. Okay, color meanings, right? So I just typed RGB for blue, colormeanings.com. Okay, I like this one because they have a whole bunch of different colors you can go through. If you're looking for a specific or unique color, this is the site. All right, guys? colormeanings.com. Again, you have the hex code and the RGB values. So whatever you decide to enter is up to you. Okay, there. So let's continue now. Just wanted to kind of explain that. So I have the hex value. That's why I wanted to bring that up, just so you know what I'm doing. I'm going to copy and paste the hex value. There, done. That easy. Once you have the hex value, again, I kind of create my own color schemes and such, and then I'll save the hex values in Notepad, and then I just copy and paste back and forth. Wow, I'm really having a good day today. May the force be with you guys. Material. This is a different shade of dark purple, but we're just gonna go with it. Dark purple underscore matte. Same thing. I could probably change these values at the end, so we'll do that at the end. There, done. Let's continue and let's bang out some colors. Create material, dark green. Again, you can create your own custom colors, guys and gals, right? Colormeanings.com, and then you just figure out what you're looking for, and bingo bango bongo, you're a happy camper. Create material, regular brown. Should have renamed, I should have actually typed it first, but brown underscore matte. I don't need to put any numbers or anything. Your naming convention could be kind of what you decide, guys. Once you have the RGB value, it's so much quicker just to paste the hex value versus entering RGB codes. Okay, next. Dark gray, matte. Do a few here, guys. Probably don't need to do so many, but again, this is from the Pico 8 default color scheme, guys. Depends on what game you're creating. You might want these colors, right? If you're doing like a 2D game, for example, maybe you want to use the Pico 8 default colors, right? Here you go. Now you know how to do it. Light gray. Continue. Trying to bang it off, bang these off quickly. Off white, matte. Textures, that's another thing, and I could show you guys quickly, but I don't have many textures. Off white. And then I still have to change the values as well. These values here, I was thinking of changing as well. Red. Just gonna keep it simple. Simple and quick. Where is it? Right there. Okay, and orange. That's kind of what they're called anyways in the Pico 8. So they're basic colors, original 2D colors. And I've already researched the hex values for those, so they should be all correct, guys, in regards to Pico 8 default. Pico 8 default. Takes a little bit, you know, it's kind of like, you know, data entry, guys, right? It all doesn't happen magically quick, right? You know, it doesn't happen like this, you know? You don't twinkle your nose and everything's magically done. Did we do green? Is that done? Yeah. Okay. Blue. Is there blue? Yes. We got that one done. Let me check. Oh no, it's a different blue. Okay. That's the blue from, that's Unity blue. Okay, so there's another one here. Is that the one? Oh, I see. Okay. Rename. That's why I named it 1. I had a feeling I just did that. Rename. Because I have to separate it from the other one, right? So let's go. I don't know. I guess we'll go 01 right there. Or I could have named it Pico 8. I guess I would have been smarter to go through all of them and go Pico 8. There we go. And that'll separate it. Again, these are from Unity and the playground. Indigo. I'll change them later. I don't know. Maybe I will. I should have went. If I go rename, Control C. See if I could do this quick. Which ones did I do? Dark blue. Rename. One thing I don't like is when I click in there, I just want it to be gone. Not highlighted, because I don't want to remove everything. Dark purple. The name's going to get long, but dark green. Brown. Dark gray. Light gray. Off-white. We'll get these done quick because, you know, it's just something that's going to bug me and I'll end up doing it anyways. Off-white red. And if you actually bring in materials from other projects, then you'll avoid that confliction or conflicting materials, right? This is to guarantee that we're not going to have that problem. Okay, so I think I went through all of them, or no? Orange, not quite done. Yellow. Gotta have a lot of patience guys, in this stream, that's for sure. I appreciate your time and watching. I really do. Okay, so blue we got to. We did indigo. I feel like I'm going through it quickly. Pink. Did I do pink yet? Pink. Boom. And then I'm gonna actually type the last one before I mess it up. No. Peach. Oops. There. That way I could copy and paste the hex code and not lose that. Pink, pink, pink. Here we go. Boom. And peach. Okay, so I wanted to enter those values as well. So I have to actually click them all. Just gonna go like this. I know I had done one. It was smoothness, right? There. Oh. There. Gray, blue, yeah, it was in ours. Blue, One, two, actually makes it easier to search. So I'm holding control to multi-select. Now, or you could click the first one, hold shift, click the bottom one. Okay, and then change that value there. And then control C. They should all be, that's for the offset. Okay, if I check, they should all be updated. That's how you do that quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Offset. Oh, I don't know why I missed that last one. And is that all of them? Maybe. Okay, there. So I had more, but I think that gives you a good idea, guys. Okay? On what to do. What was I going to do? I was going to do... Yeah, I was going to do another set, but, you know, it takes time, and you probably get the idea. I'm sure you get the idea. That's how you create your own materials. Looking at these, right? These are part of the Unity's playground, which are awesome. I wanted the tile effect, and that's why I have them. It's pretty awesome. Again, you should be able to, I think you could, just from drafting, I think of the word explode. You can explode something if you wanted to get properties or something out of an object that's been kind of put together with, I don't know how to explain that. I should have even brought it up. But you can actually explode an object to get components or parts out of it, to be able to access and to be able to make changes. And it's using the Pro Builder Standard Vertex Shader. I don't know why it would be. Those should be probably the standard. Right? Change them to standard. Okay. Because I have Pro Builder installed, for some reason it picked up on that. I don't know why. Well, we'll just fix that real quick. We're just gonna go with the standard for everything. Okay, textures, what do we got? Okay. Oh, that's a normal map? Okay. Oh, okay, that's why it's named normal. Yeah. Right? Because you could change the texture type as well. Again, these are sprites or texture tiles. Okay? These have to be created. Okay, it's not as easy as typing values for RGB. Okay, so I'm gonna create one. We're gonna try something for fun. Let's create another material, and I don't know. I'm just gonna call it for fun. Matte. Okay, because we're not really too concerned about it. I'm gonna change the color to, I don't know. I was gonna do some other colors for you guys, but I want to try to speed this up. I don't know if you have the patience, if you're still here watching. Don't want to lose ya. Okay, that's pumpkin. So what we're gonna do now, we are going to, right? I guess we should actually add colors too. We'll do the same thing that we did here. Okay, now let's try that out. Let's see what we can get. So we don't really have a metallic. All we really could do is go with, I don't know, something basic. Maybe normal map. I don't know, we'll see if this works. I don't have any other textures, guys, unfortunately. That was the other thing I was gonna check out. Let's see. Let me go to my asset store. If I actually can get more textures, we'll see. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, come on. Bookmark manager. Faster. Be faster, I think. Asset store. Open. Okay, trying to make the magic happen. Wow, why are you taking forever to load? Too much going on. Come on, what's up? See if I can find it here in my history. I had it up earlier. Where did I remove it? No, in my luck, I removed it. Where are you? See if I can find it this way. No. Why isn't that working? It's just loading. I got it saved in my asset store. Try again. There we go. I don't know what was up there. Okay, here we go. World materials free. Okay, I'm just gonna open it in the Unity editor. Okay, here we go. There. Okay, now I don't know what's gonna be in it. Oh, so what do you get? I guess I could have looked. Let's look at it. View details. World materials free by Avionics. It's good for built-in URP, HDRP, and pipeline. For those pipelines, what do you get? I'm looking for. I need textures more than anything else. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Textures. Let's find out. Ooh, is this gonna take a minute? Maybe. information do they have? They got some different textures by the looks of it. Okay, maps include albedo, normal smoothness, metallic height, and ambient occlusion. Asset quality. Package content, built-in RP materials. Is it done? Where'd you put it? Oh, still downloading. Free demo scene. I don't need that. HD. I don't need HDRP. Shaders, URP materials. I didn't upgrade, so hopefully we can use regular built-in. Okay, we gotta import, yeah. That was just a download process. Patience, guys, patience. Apologize for earlier. Okay, what do we get? I was doing bathroom tiles yesterday. Okay, I don't want these. I definitely don't want that. So here's the thing. Here's a little trick, guys. If there's some things you don't want, just uncheck it. Okay, I don't want that. I don't need that either. Okay. Resources, dark wood. Okay, so these are the textures, right? I hope so. What do we got? Concrete, mud. Ooh, these look good. Dry rock, grass clumps. Nice. Okay, this looks good. URP we do not need. Okay, so I'm going to uncheck. Shaders for oh, they got a volume set up too. Okay, I'm gonna bring that in just in case we need it. Let's have a look. And the built-in, right? We just want the built-in. That's all we're bringing in. So there you go, guys, right? Just don't be myself. I'm sometimes in a rush or whatever. I don't read and I just click. And yeah, if you don't do that, then you just end up with having all this extra information on your hard drive, if you will. A lot of what? Canonic. Oh, well, I wasn't trying to bring that in anyways. I don't want it. So hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, if you don't want something, you should be able to remove it as well. Well, I guess that would probably be through doing this. You need to know which folder you have. Where did it go? It didn't bring it in, did it? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm going to create a folder called Asset Resources. And then I'm just going to drag and drop that right in there. There. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, we were trying to bring in something with the, I don't know. Maybe it had something to do with this. I'm not sure. All URP. And that one. And I'm just going to delete those. Bye. And delete that. We don't need it. I'm not sure which one of these two are. What do we have? We'll just keep them just in case. And then missing monoscript. Okay, well, we're going to get rid of that as well. Okay. Here are the textures. Let's go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now we're talking. How many tabs do I got open here? This is insane. Close, 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 close. Look like at least 12 or 15. Okay. All right, let's do this. Excited now. Doing this on the fly. Now I'm showing you guys how to get totally set up, right? How to do it. This is like a full, right? Come on. You're seeing everything here live, okay? Also uncut. Okay, for fun. Now let's try this out. What do we have for I don't know, bathroom tiles, bricks? Here we go. Let's do some bricks. Let's have a look. Nice. This is awesome. Okay, now we're talking. Basket weaves. Well, there's some good stuff in here. I'll make sure the link is, or some sort of information is in comments for you guys. Okay. Again, this stuff takes time to make and create. So I'm trying to find something where we could actually make. Here we go. We get a metallic. That's good. Smooth and metallic. You're supposed to put them together. Okay, so we're gonna use wavy sand. I should probably change my RGB value. RGB for sand. Okay. All right, let's try it out. Just going with some random one here. 194, 178, 128. Okay, let's try it out. I'm gonna change that material. And we're gonna call this one sand. I don't know if sand for fun. All right, and then we're gonna change that too. So this time I'm gonna change the RGB values because I don't see the hex here. So 194, 178, and 128. Okay, there. And there's the hex value. You guys need that. Okay. Apparently that's the color of sand on the old interweb. Now it can have different colors, but we're just gonna go with it. Okay, and so wavy sand. So now that we've done that, so we need to combine a smooth and a metallic. Okay, so a smooth, drag and drop that into albedo, and then metallic goes into metallic. Boom. Oh, let's go. Big yays. So now you can play around with these values and such a little bit. So that's the other thing I wanted to do. So let's just do that. I guess I could. There's two ways I could do this. I could use either a 3D object here, a sphere. Okay, that's going to be there because that's where my game object is. Okay, and then we could scale it, or I could use the Pro Builder. Okay, so I'm just gonna go like this. I don't know, we're gonna go 6. So click this. I'm gonna make it the same size as my other one. This one here is the Pro Builder. It's a mesh, and this is, well, however they create it. It's a mesh too. Mesh sphere. That's how you tell which one's which, just by looking at it, right? This is done by Pro Builder. This is done by, well, it's part of Unity, right? Right here. This is standard, common, basic shapes that you can actually put inside your world. Okay, that looks good enough, close enough. Okay, so now that that's done, so here's the thing, guys. So you ask yourself, well, how do I apply a material to a game object? Because technically this is a game object. Okay, let's rename this. We're gonna call it For Fun Sphere. And it's gonna be 600 by 600 by 600, okay? All right, good enough. Okay, so this is what you do. All right, so when we created it, it's again, this is the standard shader we're using because it says default material. But we could change it, right? We have a sphere collider, common stuff that you get when you create an object. So just click this radio button right here. Now that we've all of the materials that we've created here, guys, are going to be in here. Okay, your program's going to know where to look. It's going to recognize it and know, oh, look at all this stuff that we got. Oh my goodness, we're loaded now. We don't even have to create our own. I'm just kidding, but you know, maybe somebody wants to know how, right? This is amazing. Shout outs to I really gonna, yeah, I need to put comments on some of these videos, like make actual comments. World Materials Free by Avionics. Okay guys, Avionx. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I'm already impressed. Okay, because I didn't have this stuff, and to create this yourself, so time consuming. Like, kudos to them. If I had money, guys, you know, if I was popping and stuff, I would throw money definitely at these, like you gotta pay for a lot of this stuff from the asset store, and eventually I want to. I can't really do any awesome creating with, you know, I'm using free stuff right now, guys. Okay, so most of you probably are doing the same, but yeah, that's the best I could do right now. Okay, so I could actually go through all the materials. This is amazing. Okay, some of them we created. These are the basic albedos or material colors that we created. Some of them are going to be shiny, right? Look at, when you change angles, you can see it gets darker, right? You can see the sun shining on it, right? Okay, let's go like this. Let's go from this side so you can see it better. Hopefully, maybe that's what you want. Okay, so let's go like this. We'll just go through all of them. Okay, so oh wow, and you can probably size these too, right? The texture's kind of popping. Oh man, it's got a 3D effect. Let's go. Concrete. There's our Pico colors. We'll go through them all. This is amazing. Man, I'm excited to create, guys. Okay, now that look at that. Grass clumps. Wow, they did a good job. It looks so good. And these are the tile ones from Unity's Playground, right? Which is awesome as well. I'm so excited. I just live and breathe and sleep this stuff, guys. Literally. I can't even sleep half the time because all I'm doing is thinking and creating and what to do for you guys. Okay, learning and grinding and wanting to do videos. Again, you know, I try my best with the videos, guys, okay? I'm not perfect. Oh, wow, is that one ever awesome? That's the one we just created? Sand for fun? What up? What's up? Why does it look like space? Man, that's pretty sick. I wonder, wow, I don't really want to mess with the world, but because we already got kind of a good thing going on. That's got like a space kind of effect. That wasn't really what I was expecting. We might have to play around with it a little bit, guys. we just threw in our textures. What is this saying? This is a yellow warning, so nothing too critical. Int bool, what? Unity engine GUI utility cannot world map free. Okay, world map free. I probably shouldn't have brought that stuff in. That's what it is. So if I go back to here, yeah, it's right here. Okay, so we're just gonna delete those. So I'm gonna delete that one. And if we get, again, we're only using the built-in, so this might have something to do. Maybe this is the built-in one, I'm not sure. It's just a custom shader is what it is, guys. That's all it is. We really don't even need it. Probably should use it, but anyways, let's go back to our for fun sphere and go here. Okay, there we go. Some bricks, that's good. Simple bread bricks, that one's not popping up. Imagine if we upgraded to ERP, right? It would be better. So a couple of them didn't come. Yeah, sand shader, there's the one that didn't really. So if we look, here's something, I'll show you guys a little trick, okay? Again, we don't have the means of upgrading to URP here, but we just downloaded some bunch of stuff from the asset store. I just clicked in materials here. So right here, okay, this is where you need to change stuff. Okay, this is how we fix things. Okay, I'll show you how to fix getting rid of the magenta error. Okay, some of them are locked, you can't change them. Okay, so click this. Now we just gotta pick a shader. Let's go. That easy, guys. Okay, now is that the standard color that it was? I don't know, because I've never seen it before. Aged dark wood, is that the right one? I don't know. Did we pick the right shader? Probably supposed to. There it is. That's what it is. Okay, so good thing I didn't delete that one. Okay, some reason we got an error still. I don't know if I should have deleted it, but this is the custom shader that they created, right? Okay, standard is Unity's. This is Avionics custom shader, which you can do that as well. We talked about that. I'm not seeing really anything spectacular about it, but that's okay. We're gonna carry on. All right, so going here, basket weave. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna fix these all up. Good thing I didn't delete them all. So again, note to self, guys, don't delete them all. I deleted the HDRP one. You're gonna want to keep the ones that, you know, depends on what you're using. Now this one doesn't say built-in, it says light. I don't know, I can only assume it's built-in, right? It is working here. I only deleted the URP because I know I'm not using URP. I deleted the HDRP because I know I'm not using the HDRP. And of course, I don't want to keep seeing these come up, right? Hopefully we can fix things. World map free, world map light. Okay, let's clear that. I'm pretty sure I deleted. So we only have the one left, right? Let's go back. Go here. Okay, this one is brushed. Okay, I'm gonna assume it's one of the new ones. Oh, that's a nice one. Go here, clump mud. Some of them have errors. I'm showing you guys how to fix it. Okay, again, I could do it quicker by selecting them all one at a time. Would be another way of doing it. See, I had two selected. Now this is part of the Pro Builder, so I can't do anything about these. Again, they're locked. So we'll just keep doing one at a time here. This is how to fix it, guys. Okay? Again, using the built-in render pipeline. Okay? This is the only way, because we have no way of, you know, upgrading to URP. Well, we could, right? How do I say this, right? There is no pull down render. There's no render thing to say upgrade to built-in. We're really not upgrading because it is the render pipeline. We can't go forwards because we're here, right? We can't go backwards either because we're here. We're already backwards. I don't know how to make sense of that. Okay, so this is how you fix it. Okay, guys? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's like all day breakfast Sunday on Sunday's breakfast all day. Okay? We're not going to be able to do all of them. Again, some of them are from Pro Builder. Okay? And they're hidden. Okay? Vertex, I already checked into this, so I already know these are part of Pro Builder. HDRP and that. I tried to get rid of them, but again, all I have to do is ignore. Okay, Control S. Now we should be able to, so we're updating the program. Whoops. Okay. Now we got an invisible one. I like that one. You want to make something invisible? There you go. It's right there. Awesome sauce. Okay, let's go back to our for fun sphere and let's just keep looking. Where were we last? We were on sand for fun. Sand for fun. Okay, I'm not sure what we need to do to this one. This is our own custom one, right? It's not really what it's supposed to look like, but that's okay. I want to go back to the top and we're gonna scroll through these again. I hope you guys are enjoying this, because I know I am. Again, you're going to be all excited and everything when you do this yourself. I love the shiny ones. These ones must be like, these are obviously standard shader. They'd have to be. Metallic look, reflective look, I would assume. The ones we created, we also didn't checkmark reflective, so we could have. Looks like I missed one. Dry rocky dirt. Okay, dry rocky dirt. Where are you? There you are. We just missed one. Okay, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Just run this real quick. There you go. There's my little scene. I just threw this together quickly for you guys and gals so we could do this, right? I was going to spend more time decorating and such, but here we are. It's okay. This is good enough for what we're doing, right? Okay, there you go. There's dry rocky. Okay, there's basically similar. One's a standard shader. Oh, okay. So I could actually put that on standard shader and WM shader, which we already have one of them already on that. So I would actually have to go back, look for that one. Dry rocky dirt. Dry rocky dirt. One is standard. Okay, it says it right there. And the other one is a WM. So there we go. Okay. So it says standard. Perfect. Okay. That's why we were getting that. That's why. I'm just ignoring that. Okay. Back to this. Here. And here. Alright. Let's go. Okay. That one's a good one. I like that one. The gravel area, nice, man. I'm all excited. This is exactly what I needed. Amazing, amazing. Amazing! Mind you, I could create nice terrains using the terrain toolbox or the terrain download from the asset store. Now these all came in. So here's something else, guys. Now you're probably asking, why do I have so many grid whites? In case you decide to use the prefabs from the playground, right? Here's why. I know I had some blurb where I explained that, but I'll just show. Okay, so if I go to, again, you can see some of these are prefabs from the playground. I'm not going to take any credit for making those because I didn't make them. Okay, prefabs. Okay, so if you look, actually I need to be in models. Okay, these are the prefabs. So if you click them, they actually have, it's embedded, right? That's what the word is. This is embedded. There's nothing, I can't do nothing with these. I can't force them. I can't change them. They don't have that tile pattern going on. They're just a basic material with no texture, essentially. Okay, so that's what that is. So that's why there's so many, because, well, I have these models, right? I get this default one only because of the model, not because if you look, I don't have a 02 default here in materials. There isn't one. But if I show you quickly, now, okay, it's my music. It gets quiet, the music, so if I show you quickly, like for example, okay, that actually belongs to the stairs. Right? It's the 03 default in this case, but that's where they come from. It's embedded inside, right? I'd have to explode it. This is what I meant by explode. Explode it's a kind of an AutoCAD thing. Model where you can explode an object and then just take and steal properties from it. But in this case, there is no explode in this, not in Unity. Okay, I think there is a way. I think there is. I could be wrong. Just from my AutoCAD background, explode is the magic word for me. Besides, I still have access to this material. I don't need to explode it anyways. Okay. And one of them that I did bring in, I had to bring one in order for me to have the tile texture. I actually had to bring in the grid white. I do have, where are you? Oh, there it is. I called it Boss because it's the one with the, that's so I knew which one it was, right? I renamed it to Boss. Okay, that's the one with texture, right? It should be in there. It'll have the actual texture inside albedo. Okay? Again, standard metallic. Okay? That's just a little bit of a quick breakdown on that. So where are we now? I was going to actually add and apply textures to these, but doing it off this kind of worked anyways. Plus, I think it was better because you get a large sphere type object. Yeah. So Boss, there we go. Boss. See, Boss has the tile texture attached to it, right? It's not just a plane, right? Awesome sauce. And all these that we're looking at, guys, they all have textures. That's what they are. Okay. I don't know. I can't look at. Could not. I'd have to go through all these and make sure. ASM. World Mat Light. See, I deleted that, didn't I? I shouldn't have probably. But that's okay, because we can also do, okay, this one's World Mat Light Free, Which one are we missing? The world mat light. So let me show you guys something. I'll show you something cool. So check this out. So if you delete and remove something, go back. My assets. Import it again. Okay. You should get a pop-up box. Okay. Unselect everything. Okay. And then we need to go to that folder that I probably passed it, but what do we need? We need the did it say world mat light? It said one's called, I don't see it here though. World mat light. Interesting. It's not here. Where is it hiding then? Is it in a different folder? Shaders. They're pretty organized with what they've done here. I think they did a really good job. It's very organized. It's very easy to understand which one is which and what is what. Built in. It clearly tells you. Okay, well, I'm not seeing it though. World mat light. I'm gonna assume we're talking about the free one. That's all I can do is assume. Okay, that's okay. We'll just keep going. Here you are. And we'll just finish going through these. Okay. Pebbles. There's one of our Picos. That's like, reminds me of a golf ball a little bit, but it's fabric. It's cool. More bricks. Or sand for fun. I'm just wondering what we could do to that. We need to adjust it is what we need to do. Is that our invisible one? And then particle system. That's the fog, I believe. Yeah, have to be. Yeah. Okay, that pretty much, that's all of that. So let's go back to our materials. Sand for fun. Smoothness, right? So you'll see a difference. You can actually look at the preview image, right? We could actually change the smoothness. Again, this will be more reflective at the one value, right? That's why we're getting that. But this is the color we need to change right here. I think, I could be wrong, but we're at like a yellow and stuff right now. I was just curious why. This took kind of charge over the base color. This would be your base color, right? Is the base color supposed to be dark? I think it is. What's a dark gray? I need like a dark gray or something. Let's try it out. Let's see. Dark gray, dark gray. I'm just looking for RGB. Dark gray, this might work. We'll just use this for now. We'll see. I think that's what I was supposed to be doing. I'm trying to recall. Or was that? Let me look at my notes here. Oh, I just closed it by accident. Are you kidding me? I think this is the right one. Okay, let's see. Use metalness and smoothness map combined to make a game object look more realistic better. Okay, we did, I think. What? It's gone, guys. It's okay. No, we don't need to run around with our arms flailing in the air, okay? We're good, guys. We're good. Let's go back to here and here. And I wonder if we could actually see that. Yeah, we could actually see that here in our... So that's the other thing, guys. If you're changing stuff here inside your project, now let's say you had multiple objects with this material attached. It's going to change for every object because we're changing it. This is the original, right? You're making changes to the original. It's going to make changes to every single object in your world that has this material attached to it. Okay, just take note of that. Okay, that's kind of what we had before. We want the standard. Just smoothness. That's all we really could change. We could actually make albedo the alpha. But we changed the color. That's what we did. We changed it. What was sand again? Oh, goodness gracious. Just deleted it. Let's try that. I'm curious. Let's change that to 194. Just trying to figure it out. Because, you know, we can do this, guys. Okay, there. Now, did that change even though I changed it to albedo? Not seeing it. Let's go like this. Wavy sand albedo. Well, that would work, obviously. I just ended up taking the wavy sand smoothness. Go like that. Let's try this. Okay, that I didn't really see much of a change. And then I actually put a metallic in there. Wavy sand metallic. So I'm kind of mixing these two together. That's still playing? Okay. Alright. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm going to leave it at that. Oh, normal map too. What can we do with normal map? Normal map, there's a way to change normal map too. But I'm not going to put a texture in there. But you could actually go to the material. And what was it again? Normal map. I'm trying to remember. Normal map. I wrote that down somewhere here. Oh, well. I had something on normal map too. You can actually textures. Oh, there we go. Textures can also be changed to normal map. Click the. Oh yeah, it was a texture. That's what it was. Right. I'd have to go into the texture. I think these are all. Yeah, these are all textures. So if I go to our sand one, normal. That should say normal. Okay, that's what. Oh yeah, I already kind of talked about that. So I could drag and drop a normal map in there too. Right? But again, the more you use, the more time it's going to take to render, right? Because there's more things happening. Okay, guys. Let me just go back to our object here. And no. No. We're going to go into here. And here. Skip this music ahead. Hardly even hear it. Okay, there we go. Now I can hear it. Normal map. So I'm just gonna click this. Sand. Normal map. English. Sand. Sand normal map. What? Yeah, wavy sand normal. There. Okay, done. Okay, so this one should say sand metallic. this one should be, well, it's supposed to be smooth, but oh, there we go. There we go. Except it's taking the, well, it would take whatever. Now sand isn't normally shiny, but we could really change things. And again, the scale is pretty large too, right? So what would the scaling be? You could change the scaling too, I think. Oh, I picked the wrong one. 1, 2. There we go. Essentially changing the scaling, doing that. Okay, I don't know, 10. Get a different effect going on too, right? So looking at that, the alpha was the albedo, but if we change this, that's really not doing too much. I thought maybe it would take on this color just by selecting that, but I'm not seeing that. So again, that's supposed to be sand, but not really sand. So I'm gonna go back to wavy sand albedo. Okay, and let's see, not much of a difference there. Yeah. Okay, and then that's metallic and normal. Okay, so sand, I don't know, dull, shiny, guess it's kind of up to you, right? It's probably why that 477 is the magic number, maybe. Okay, there you guys go. I'm gonna leave it at that, but that's kind of it, right? So I mean, obviously you're gonna want to do sand on a larger scale. This is a smaller scale, so that's why it's gonna look like that. Yeah, you would need like a whole landmass area and then just attach that to it. Again, the great thing about the sprite builder, or the here's the other thing I guess I could throw in, right? This is a good informational video for you guys. Pro Builder. With Pro Builder, you have these new shapes. One's a sprite and one's actual, not a sprite. I forget what it's called, but you can get different shapes. So if I go outside here, okay, let's just create a shape here. So I'm going to create a sprite real quick. I don't know, something like that. Go to the inspector. Size is quite big. I'm going to just go 50 by, I don't know, it's -30, I guess, apparently. And then just rotate it about the X. Now, that's the other thing. One side's going to be see-through, the other side not. So, there's two things you could do. You could have two of them, one on either side of each other, or you could just flip this. So, we're going to flip, so -90. Okay, there. So I just flipped it. But when you do that, you're going to have to elevate it too, right? Okay, so at this point, so I just have a sprite. This is a sprite. Okay, it even says that right there. Okay, I'm just gonna rename it to, if you want to see a video on how to use Pro Builder, just let me know in comments, guys. I'll try to make it more entertaining and exciting, except, you know, guys, I'm, you know, being a little bit serious, being a little more technical, and this is kind of a how-to video, right? So thank you for being here, watching. You're awesome, awesome. Wall for fun sprite, okay? And I don't know, 5,000 by 3,000 by, I don't know, 1. It's almost nothing. Okay, good enough. Okay, so we could actually, because it's a sprite, we could probably put like a texture on it, right? So it's gonna come default with the Pro Builder. I don't think there's a way I could change it. The shader, I don't know if there is a way, because this isn't really, this is actual object inside our hierarchy, right? But I can change what it looks like. So if we go to, I'm just gonna click our sand for fun, and there we go. So that's the thing about sprites, right? Now you got a sprite texture, right? It's pretty awesome sauce. And I don't know if you can scale here or not. Can you? I don't know if you could. That would work. I don't think it would work. You'd actually have to scale the material itself, right? But it doesn't look too bad. Sand for fun. Let's see. We should see changes, right? Immediate changes. There's a bit of, this is a mixed texture, guys. That's what you're getting here. That's why we're doing that. It's a mixed texture. Okay, it's not just one plain texture, right? The normal map, we increase that, it's actually looking a little bit better, right? So, yeah, just wanted to show you that, right? So that's another thing you could do. Going back, let's duplicate this. And then I'm just gonna flip that. And obviously we're gonna have to bring it down. So this is how you kind of, so one side you can see through, the other side you can see through, right? That's fine. I like it actually. I think that's the neatest thing. Probably a rendering thing too. But where's our X and Y? Like I have these walls pretty much together. So if you go here, there we go. You can see one wall here, one wall there, one wall here, one wall there, one wall here, one wall there. They're pretty close. You just need like a slight gap in between. So that's how you kind of can create walls. And then it's just a matter of taking this and then just give it another material. So it's going to be darker on this side because the sun's not kind of hitting it. So you're not going to get that sun effect, right? So let me just, so I'm just showing you that. Let's flip it around again so we could get that sun reflection. We'll just flip it again. Actually, I'm just going to delete that. It'll be quicker to just duplicate this. There. Whoa, snapper rapples. Grabbed the wrong one. Okay, there. Okay, so back to here. Now we can actually look through all of them and pretty much see it all in a larger scale, right? Again, you would have to normal map to scale, right? And then we just, depends on what you want, right? You should go through it slowly though. Whoa, look at that bathroom tile. It's pretty sick, huh? I mean, this is pretty awesome. It really is. There's our regular colors. Brushed iron. So yeah, there you go, guys. There you have it. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Hopefully that helped. I need to go shopping, get some of that done. I have to work on some more script, guys, so stay tuned. I'll be back. We'll be back to this world. You'll see it again. I just kind of threw it together so we could do the texture video. And then I don't think there's much I could do about this little error here. I don't think. I thought maybe I could fix it up, but I'm not sure how. I'll just ignore it. But yeah, I'm gonna do some script, and we're gonna do a 3D third person character script using with the old system, and eventually, yeah, I plan on doing old system and new system. Okay, so input system I'm talking about. That is it, guys and gals. Hopefully you learned some things off this video. Appreciate you watching. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked it. That'd be awesome. You know I would love that. And subscribers and viewers, every single one of you, awesome, beautiful people. I appreciate you. Johnny Whiskey Tango Coding. That's it for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. For now, peace out, guys. Peace.
Baby, I don't understand this. You're changing, I can't stand it. My heart can't take this damage. In the way I feel, can't stand it. Baby, I don't understand this. You're changing, I can't stand it. My heart can't take this damage. In the way I feel, can't stand it. Baby, I don't understand this. Changing, I can't stand it. My heart can't take this damage. In the way I feel, can't stand it. Baby, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Girl, you're making it hard for me. Girl, you're making it hard for me. Girl, you're making it hard for me.